Hello everyone, right back after the last one that I just talked about on emotion. This one, as I said, is going to be talking more about the way strength is portrayed in the world. Now, strength is something that tends to be a little bit of an abstract thing. We all think of strength differently. There's muscular strength, just being able to bench whatever. Something I obviously don't have. I'm tiny. I can't have strength. I would look so weird. But there's physical strength that we all look at, like that whole brute kind of thing, like brawn, everything like that. Then there's like integrity strength, like being a strong person, being like the strong silent type. We all know that type pretty damn well. So being the one that's quiet, the one that's strong and that's been through a lot and everything. And then there's the kind of strong that you don't see, kind of strong that has to do with balance and experience. Now, strength is normally portrayed as something like, oh, strong, rock, steady, all that kind of thing. Super strong, the unmovable rock, and all that kind of stuff, like, oh, being able to weather all this different stuff. Yeah, that's one portrayal of strength, but I don't think it's portrayed very fairly. And people are often considered weak, and that's something that's really not the way it is. A lot of people, like, even I'm one of the strong people. I'm normally the one that people rely on, the one that people, like, lean against when they're having trouble. Yeah, I'm one of those people because I've been through a lot. I can say that I've been through this way, and I've become a better person because of it. And because of that, I don't even hate what I've been through. Yeah, I've been through some serious shit, but at the same time, I can say that I don't regret it because it made me a stronger person and a better person in general. But the question is, what is that strength? Is it just plain being strong? Just weathering things? Just putting up with everything? I don't think so. I really don't think so. Strength should not come just from being able to just weather things, just sit there as the mighty rock and just let things hit against your face and just block them off. That's not strength. You might think it is, but not the way I see it. Yes, I consider myself strong because of that. You can throw pretty much anything at me and I'll deal with it pretty damn well. At least I'd like to think so, and I've been told that I have, so that's the way that I kind of see it. But I also find that strength is about balance just as everything else is. Strength is not just about being able to throw things at your face and being able to withstand it and stand your ground. It's also about being able to accept and to grow from it. Now, strength from definition is just that kind of thing. This kind of brawn that they portray in the media, or the weathering that I just explained. That's an aspect of it, but a truly strong person should also be able to take those weaker points, maybe emotions, one of them. Connectivity? Maybe that's why I got on this topic. Perhaps there is a greater meaning to this. Perhaps. But I think it's not just being able to weather things, because if that was the way that it was, then we'd all be pretty strong to some extent, because we all go through a lot of stuff and we all deal with it in our individual ways. Some of us better, some of us not. But I think it's also about acceptance, because there's always the strength that comes from not just weathering a lot of things, but taking those things and making them a part of you, and being able to accept the bad and the good alike, and being able to take all of that into yourself, make yourself better, and make yourself stronger for it. That is how I believe that strength is born. It's not from, once again, I'm talking about more of the idea of strength, not the brawn strength, because I don't have that at all. Like I said, I'm tiny. Literally, like, compare my hand to anyone else's. I'm like tiny. Tiny. But, no, strength, yes, it has to do with weathering things. Like I said, I've been through some serious shit, and nothing really phases me that much anymore. But things can phase me, and they're often things that I haven't accepted into myself, or things that I haven't dealt with before. Take, for example, social situations. Like, this You would probably never know that I'm a horrible person in social situations. You'd probably never even guess it, because like this and in my LPs, I have no problem talking, I have no problem going out with everything, I have absolutely no problems whatsoever. But that's different than how I am with other social situations. Recently, I've been in a lot of social situations, and I can honestly say I haven't handled them very well. New situations that I've never been in, I've always been a lone wolf. That's the way I've always been. Not many people around me. The few people that I do have around me are very close. I don't really go out to big situations. I'm not a party person. And meeting new people is very difficult for me because I'm very introverted and I'm very silent. Like, okay, digression to story time because I think this was kind of funny. As you know, I do this kind of thing. Natural for someone that's seen me do this kind of thing a lot. However, back in high school there was a history debate on patriotism versus loyalism. I get put in patriotism, and everyone's sitting there debating all their stuff, and I just write down ideas. I'm just silently writing down ideas, and I'm like, guys, I've got this. I slip them the piece of paper, they're like, okay, you've got this. Now I'm the person that never talks. I'm the person that sits at either the front or the back, in the corners, or right nearby the door most of the time. Because, let's be quite honest, I'm the one that as soon as the thing is over, I'm gone. Unless I am forced to stay, I'm gone. You are not keeping me there. You are not keeping me there unless it is absolutely necessary, and even then I will not like it. I want to get home, I want to play my games, I want to be out of this crappy weather. I mean, I'm in Chicago. It can't get much crappier than that. Especially around this time of the year, because I'm right by the lake, so we get all the shit over here. All the shit just comes right our way. It was record lows just yesterday. I'm recording this the very day after. It was record lows of like -30 with wind chill. And I'm right by the lake, living right on the same street that everyone refers to as the wind tunnel. We get shit over here. But so I'm going all the time. I don't speak, I'm very quiet. You pretty much have to bring me to speak. And you have to pretty much pull me out into those situations. Now I go up there and I debate, let the person say their part, and they get defeated by me. I just steamroll right over everything that they say. But the first thing that someone says afterwards, raise the hand, yeah? You speak? Okay, I have to. Yes, I speak! You've never given me reason to! You've never given me reason to, nor have you ever tried to make any connection with me. You never tried to! Never! So of course it's unnatural for me to speak and to be all out and forward like this. I normally never am. I'm one of the shyest, quietest people you will probably ever know until you get to know me. You'll never hear a word out of me, probably ever, or if you do, it will be like public speaking, like giving a presentation. I'll be like trying to stop myself from shaking. I am not a people person. So I've been put into a lot of social situations recently where I'm meeting a lot of new people, or people that I haven't seen in a long time and that I had mixed histories with, and I haven't handled it well. I just normally do what I tend to do, and that's use my superpower of invisibility. I tend to just have the ability to just blend in. No one even remembers I'm there. No one can even notice I'm there. Just blend right in. Well, I had that happen to me in one of the social situations, and that wasn't the way it was supposed to be. That didn't work. And it's a difficult thing for me because being in front of people, being with a lot of people, I'm not that person. I'm not. So now here I am, someone that's one of the strongest people that people will ever meet. Literally, a lot of people have looked up to me for being as strong as I am. That's one of the first things that someone will ever say about me. But now here I am in a situation where I'm falling apart, where I'm pretty much falling apart in a social situation, shoved off into the corner, trying to fix things to actually be part of it, which is something that's really hard for me. That's not something that comes to me easily, and I've made a lot of mistakes so far with it. Someone literally needs to, pull me into the conversation. Like, oh yeah, hey, there was this thing that I saw with this person. Hey, come on, talk about this. You literally need to, like, pull me into that situation, and even then, give me a moment to get out of it, and I will be gone. I'll be silent again, it will be like nothing ever happened. So, here I am, a strong person, facing something that is not easy for me, and I'm having trouble with it. And for that, you may think that is a weakness. We can perceive so many things as weaknesses. Now, that is something that I need to work with, and that is something that I am going to try to work with. But that could be perceived as a weakness, and so it is overcoming that, which I will have to eventually do, probably sooner than later due to my situation, that taking that in, dealing with that, and accepting it as part of yourself and growing because of it, that will give you that strength. You don't just have strength just from weathering things. If that was the case, we'd all be pretty strong to some extent because we've all been through a lot. A lot of people have been a lot more fortunate than us. I can say that I doubt half the people that I know, that half the people have had to deal with as much shit as I have as early as I had to. But it's not about just weathering things. You have to be able to grow. That is part of strength, because you have those weaknesses, those things that you haven't dealt with, those things that you're not so good with, those things that are always an issue for you. Those are considered weaknesses to a lot of people. And it's when you take those into you, make you get better at them, and grow as a person because of that, that you become stronger and are able to deal with more things. It's not just weathering things and being able to put up with shit. It's also a culmination of your experience as well. After all, I wouldn't be half as tough as I wouldn't be half as strong as I am without my beliefs, what I've been through, and the people that have been in and out of my life. Sure, I don't have many people in my life right now, and that's just because that's the way I am. I don't have to have a lot of people, and nor do I like to have that many people, because I'd rather have a few friends, like 1 or 2 or 3, that I'm super close with, rather than a bunch of people that I know only a little bit about. But now I'm in that situation where I'm involved with people that have so many people, and I have to get into this kind of situation that I'm not good at. It's gonna be hard. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be a situation that I have to grow from and become stronger from. But that's exactly it. People don't see that as strength. They just see that as weak. That's about it. And then if you don't deal with them, you're just horrible. Or like fears. It's their weakness to people. But I'm afraid of things. I'm not afraid of spiders anymore. Heck, I will kill those bastards if they come anywhere near me. That's my little thing. Like, if a spider enters my domain, instantly dead. It didn't have to do a single thing to me. It's just dead. But, I've recently, this summer, gotten over my thing with roller coasters. Stronger because of it. And, one of my biggest things is the unknown. Working with that. I hate not knowing things. I hate not knowing what's going on. I hate not having, like, plans and everything to set up. I need to have something in front of me to know what's going on. And I was just in a situation where I was not notified of something until literally like an hour before. And that's not the kind of person that I am, but I'm still dealing with things. So as strong as I may be, there's still some things that I'm weak on, and still things that I need to work on. And because of that, I'm not as strong as I could be. Yeah, chances are I'm one of the stronger people that you'll meet, but that doesn't mean that I'm the strongest. And that doesn't mean that I can't get stronger. We can all do that. It's not just brawn. It's not just taking what life throws at you and just keep going. Because in that case, we'd all just be fucking rocks. I love rocks, but we're not all rocks. That's just the way that strength is. But I just don't like the way that people look at it as, oh, that person is strong because they can bench press, or, I don't know, 500. I don't know. That may be very low, I wouldn't know. I'm not a person that would know that shit. But, or they're strong because they've been through a lot, and they could just take things. Yeah, that's an aspect of strength. That is strength in a way, but that's not all that goes into it. And when people belittle it like that, that's something that really bothers me. You could go through the worst shit ever, but if you still have issues from it, that doesn't make you strong just because you got through it. You're still dealing with it. You haven't fully gotten through it. What makes it strength is when you take that, make it a part of yourself, gain acceptance for it, and become a better person because of it. Take, for example, you have parent issues or something. Maybe your parents were horrible to you or something, I don't know. If you still have issues about it, just because you got through with it and things have changed and gotten better, that doesn't mean that you're a stronger person. That just means that you put up with some shit and were able to accept it. But if you haven't fully accepted it and you're still having issues with that, guess what? You didn't get strong from it. You just had it thrown in your face and had to deal with it. But we all have to do that. So that's not that different. I'm not belittling people that have. Like I said, I've been through more shit early on in my life than most will be. And before that, yeah, a lot of people see me as strong. But it's also because I've had to go through a lot in other ways too. And I've had to better myself and change everything about myself in order to find myself and be a better person, have my own identity, stand up for what I believe, everything like that. It's not just taking things for just being thrown at your face. It's not. And I hate to see that kind of perception pervade everyone. Not to mention the whole muscle thing, like strength as in muscles. Every guy or something has to be super strong or something to be considered handsome or whatever. I can tell you right now, I don't like muscles. Mainly because I'm tiny. And I have a feeling that if anyone was really strong tried to hug me, I'd probably turn into pieces. Probably be broken into pieces. So even that brawn, I don't like the way that's perceived either. And then most of the time when you have that whole brawn perspective, most of the time it also comes coupled with the, oh well, you're strong, you're all brawn but no brains. Sometimes that's true. I've seen a lot of cases of it. But then again, there's that little perception again. And that's portrayed that way because of what we see in the world around us and the people around us. And I just don't think that's right. Anyway, I've gone on about this for a bit too long. I still need to talk about self-validation. So I will see you guys with that next. See ya.